Good day to Dr. Suhala Abdul Hanan. We are from Group 5 and now we are going to present on our Group Assignment 1, which is developing a new railway system in India. So let's start our first topic of our group assignment.
My name is Hui Shan with the metric number 269935. I will start the presentation with the introduction of rail transport. Rail transport is also known as the train transport. This is a mode of transport which the vehicle runs on the track. Rail transport is one of the most commonly used and important public transportation modes. This is because the rail transport is fast and energy efficient. Rail transport plays a varied role railway, ranging from a specialist role in Europe to a much more significant role in China, India, Indonesia, and in Malaysia. With the rapid development of technology, many types of rail transport have been created and used, such as urban rail transport, high-speed rail, commuter rail, monorail, and so on. In this group assignment, we need to choose a country to build out a railway system. So, the country that we choose to build out the railway system is India. India is officially the Republic of India with the name Bharat Ganaraja. It is a country located in South Asia. This day, India is the 7th largest country and also the 2nd most popular country and the most popular democracy worldwide. There are two main reasons that we choose India. For the first one, the population of India. From the data provided, we can know that India is ranked 2nd of the total population by the government. The population of India in 2022 is with a 0.95 increase from 2021, which is contributing about 17% of the population around the world. With the high population of India, thus, we can know that the demand of transportation in India also high. And the second main reason is the poverty of India. As we know, India is a developing country, but its economic growth is still unable to cover the poverty that occurs in India. And the data also show that it is about 68.8% of the residents in India live less than $2 per day. For this kind of country, the needs of public transportation is high to meet the economic level of the residents. Thus, railway system is the best choice for the India.
My name is Yenn with matrix number 270044. Now I'm going to continue present about the transport history in India. The history of transportation in India has changed dramatically with the invention of wheels. The first mode of land transportation is walking. This is the most popular mode of transportation, especially in rural places. Besides walking, the people used to travel by animal-powered wheel vehicles, which allowing heavy loads to be carried or people can ride on it. Another similar form was human pull rickshaws, which a runner draws a two-wheel cart which seats 1 or 2 people. Other than this, cycle rickshaws have been introduced and developed to add electric motors to help the drivers, especially when there are more passengers and pedaling uphill. Next, the first motor bus service was operated in 1926 in Mumbai, India. Compared to the private vehicles, the presence of the share buses were insignificant. The other mode is motorbike. The first motorbike, which known as Bullet, was developed in 1867. Moreover, the first railway ideas were presented in 1832 in Madras, India. It was operated to travel 34 kilometers from Bori Bandar, Mumbai, and Teng. In 1873, horse-drawn trams were first established in Kolkata, while the electric trams started running in 1895. This transportation has significantly contributed to India's economy. Furthermore, for water transport in India, the ships were believed to be canoes in the early days, which were built for fishing and traveling. Besides of water transport, air transport is another mode available in India. In 1932, the Indian flight industry began to develop with the launch of the first airline, which is known as Tata Air Services. This airline made its first flight travel from Karachi to Mumbai in 1932, while in 1948, Tata Airways started to fly its first international flight traveling from India to London.
I am Yee Sheak Teng, metric number 2700382. So now I would like to present about the type of rail transport system that developed by our company. The type of rail transport system developed by our company in India is intercity trains. The intercity trains were trains that connected with the metropolitan area. The benefit of developed intercity trains in India is able to provide more travel choice for the resident. The development of intercity trains in India may give about 30 billion Indians to use this railway network, which means that the resident will be more easier for long distance travel by intercity train. So for the location of terminal, the terminal will be located at each metropolitan city in India, which included New Delhi, Delhi, Jaipur, Lucknow, Kanpur, Patna, Varanasi, Bhopal, Ahmedabad, Kolkata, Indore, Surat, Mumbai, Nagpur, Pune, Visakhapatnam, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Chennai. For rail track, we are using double barrelless track. The barrelless track is rail tracks composed of concrete and asphalt mixtures. The reason why we choose the barrelless tracks is because its durability and shelf life of long reach about 50 to 60 years. Moreover, the ride performance and stability of barrelless tracks was great, meaning we are also able to beautify the environment by reducing the dust. In addition, this is a double track, which means that it has a two parallel rail track and the track will not be shared. The train will allow to run on a track in each direction. So for rail gauge, we are using electrified meter gauge. Meter gauge railway was referring to the narrow gauge railway that with the gauge distance between two parallel tracks of 1000 mm. We using the meter gauge is because it was lower cost, and the train service that provide is probably the intercity rail line in the India using the meter gauge at maximum speed of 140 km per hour.
Good day, doctor. My name is Wan Teng and my metric number is 270327. Now I will present about the infrastructure in rail terminal. First, the infrastructure in rail terminal is restaurant and shops which passengers can have a meal and purchase their need before their journey. Next, self-service kiosks in rail terminal easy for the passenger to purchase their ticket and avoid long queue. In addition, the ticket counter in rail terminal is important for the passenger or visitor to purchase their ticket and ask for any query. Besides that, the waiting room will provide for passengers who arrive early at the railway station. The infrastructure for people with disability also will provide to increase their accessibility, such as ramp, handrail, special lane for wheelchair user, disabled toilet, and signage. Furthermore, the train coach will divide into three categories, which are business class, platinum class, and silver class. Next, the signaling system of our company rail transportation is block signaling, fixed signaling, route signaling, speed signaling, and approach release. Our company will use block signaling is it can prevent collision between trains and ensure a train will always have enough time to stop before crossing dangerously close to another train on the same line. Fixed signaling will display the next signal and conveys the train route to the train driver. Besides that, the route signaling system informs a train driver which route the train will follow beyond each signals, unless there is only one possible route. For the speed signaling, the signalman will inform the driver at what speed he may proceed. The approach release used when route signaling does not provide the necessary aspect to control speed. Additionally, the motive power of ETS that our company built in India is using an electric locomotive. An important step in mitigating railway accidents is obstacle detection at level crossing. It may reduce the risk of collision between trains and vehicles. Next, our company will use advanced detection technologies. Several technologies are used to detect pedestrians and vehicles. including radar, inductive loop, and video imaging. Besides that, our company will ensure all the staff and passengers must wear a face mask before enter the train and railway station to minimize the risk of spread of coronavirus. The human resource that work in rail operation and management are train dispatcher, signalman, route foreman of engines, and railroad track foreman. Lastly, our company will ensure the information flow within and outside the company is clearly, and our company will provide the latest information for the train user. That's all for me. Thank you.
The reason to choose the rail transport system is dependable. Rail transport will virtually immune to extreme weather events such as hurricane and other weather conditions such as rain. It also large capacity because capacity of rail transports can be increased by adding more wagon. The wagon number of rail transports can be vary from 40 to 46. After that, it also better organized because rail transport will not delay because it have a fixed route and run on a packer schedule. It also cost effective because more of the working and operations costs of rail transport were fixed costs. The average cost will be decreased with every increase of railway traffic. Railway transport also a safety mode of transport because rail transport have a fewer accident rate. The train will always well kept with service regularly, maintenance and repairs. After that, it also fast and efficient because rail transport able to avoid traffic and the boarding process to train was shorter and simple. It also environmentally friendly because cost efficient CO2 emissions of rail transport was less than other mode of transport, and all the gas emissions that come from the train were less than 3% in some cities.
Good day to Dr. Suhaila. My name is Pui San with matrix number 269763. And now I will continue with the impacts of the development of new railway system in India. The first impact I will talk is about the community impact. The first community impact is it will improve the accessibility and mobility of the residents and passengers in India because everyone in India can travel to their destination by using rail transportation. It also can transport more commodities and passengers from one location to another since it can transport a big number of commodities and passengers to their destination at the same amount of time. Next, traffic problems such as road congestion can be minimized since the number of vehicles on the road has been reduced. In here, we can see that the route supply is affordable to meet the demand from car travel. Therefore, the route congestion issue can be reduced. Development of new railway system can connect people from one location to another, allowing them to mix regardless of any city. The second impact is I will talk about the policy impact. The first policy impact is expanding market share in the railway construction industry in India since other modes of transportation will see a significant decrease in market share. The second policy impact is that rails use electric locomotive power that will always be economical to replace the national railways. Next is rail company will need to sign more or less formal contracts with the government. The fourth policy impact is company may choose pricing policies and investment levels by their own. And last, the government should devise some framework to address air pollution, such as limiting the number of vehicles on the road each day. Next, I will talk about the health impact of the new railway system in India. The first is the rail will improve the mobility of medical experts from one location to another. It will also make the life easier for Indian inhabitants since they do not need to stuck in traffic jam that will generate a lot of carbon monoxide. Development of new railway system will lower the number of vehicles on the road in a daily basis. Besides from reduced traffic congestion, it will also reduce noise pollution and improving local air quality. As a result, the air pollution level in India can be reduced and citizens' health can be improved. The next is it can improve people's quality of life by allowing them to travel far from their houses. Development of new railway system can also improve citizens' health and preventing them from getting a depression. The next is I will talk about the tourism impact. For the tourism impact, the first impact is to improve India's tourism sector. This is because tourists prefer to travel by rail as it is more convenient and less expensive. Next, rail transport can reduce travel time among passengers and promotes tourism growth in the country. The general travel cost has been reduced by participating in tourism. It will also emphasize the virtues of railway heritage and the quality of the travel experience among tourists. Trains will also provide mobility to tourist destinations by connecting to mainline services such as urban tourism, ecotourism, culture, locations, wine, and gastronomy. It also can attract both domestic and foreign tourists to travel to India, and this can boost the tourism economy in India. Besides that, it can also offer a better travel experience for the travelers. And now I will talk about the economic impact of the new railway system. The first economic impact is many job opportunities occur during railway construction in many subsectors such as mining and construction. It will improve citizens' living standards by increasing their monthly salaries and purchasing power. Merchants can make more money and pay personal and company income taxes to the government, which could boost India's economy. Aside from that, it also can expand employment opportunities in railway stations and terminals because there is always someone present to help customers who have questions in the stations and terminals. Besides that, railway system can help to increase in supply of labor force as people from rural areas can move to cities to work. And last but not least, development of new railway system can reduce the poverty and unemployment rates among Indian citizens as everyone could get a job. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Now I will continue with the last part, conclusion. Our company aims to accomplish two things. First is to promote efficient modes of transportation to enhance the effectiveness capacity of current infrastructure in India. And the second one is to transfer inefficient modes of transportation to off-peak hours in order to decrease the congestion. Due to the reason that has mentioned earlier, our company expected that many people in India will choose to take trains every day. Hence, our company proposed to construct intercity train in India. That's all from us. Thank you.